Hola, amigos and amigas. Welcome back to Matt's Casual Cooking. Today we are going to be making a Mexican lasagna. A very fun and easy dish to make and very tasty. So we'll go over all the ingredients and how to put together and let's get to it.
All right, folks. So before I go over the ingredients today, I'd really like to ask you to subscribe to the channel. I really like making this food for you guys, and would continue to like making tasty food for everyone out there. So thank you again. So for the ingredients today, you're going to need one 10-pack of large tortillas or an 8-pack of extra large tortillas. Now, you're not going to necessarily use them all, but at least that size will get you where you need to go. And then what you're going to want to mix together is you're going to want one large onion, and you're going to want to slice or dice that. You're going to need 2 to 4 bell peppers, either diced or sliced. And you're going to need 2 poblanos, and I would just dice those. Now you can add, if you want to, you can add 2 small to medium tomatoes in here, and I would just dice those up. Now you're also going to need 1 pack of Tostitos, or you're going to need a bag of Doritos, and we'll get in more to that when we get to it. You're going to need a 16-ounce bottle of taco sauce. You're going to need 8 ounces of sharp cheddar, and you're also going to need 8 ounces of mozzarella, and you're going to want to slice that up and shred it. Now for your meat, you're going to want 1 pound of either like ground beef, chicken, or turkey, and you're going to want 1 pound of ground chorizo sausage. Now for your meat seasoning, you're going to need 4 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 tablespoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, crushed red pepper flakes, and dried oregano. You're also going to need 2 teaspoons of paprika, 3 teaspoons of sea salt, and 4 teaspoons of black pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now we're not going to end up using the whole thing. I'll go over the amount that you're going to need once we start cooking the meat. So we're going to cook our meat first, and we'll go over everything then, and I will see you then. Alright folks, so you can see the meat is starting to cook, and I've got it broken up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add, of that taco seasoning, we're going to only add 2 tablespoons. We only need 2 tablespoons per pound of meat. Now this doesn't go for the chorizo because the chorizo itself has flavor on it. So you can go ahead and save the rest of it. Now what I did forget to mention though, if you don't want to use chorizo or you can't find ground chorizo, go ahead and just use 2 pounds of whatever meat you want to and mix and match if you want to. And then in that case, you'll just want to cook all the meat at once and just go ahead and use 4 tablespoons of seasoning for this. Now if you are using frozen vegetables, if you don't want to chop and you want to use frozen vegetables, when this is done browning, go ahead and add your vegetables to it until they become tender. So we're going to cook this, and then once this is done, we're going to add the chorizo to it, and then once I'm done cooking the chorizo in with this, we will get to the next step. So I will see you then. Alright folks, so the ground beef and the chorizo have been cooked together. So go ahead and take your taco sauce, and you're going to want to turn your stove to simmer for this. just like with the taco salad meat, go ahead and dump this in here and just mix it around really well. So mix it together, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to cover it, and we're going to let it simmer together for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then in that time, what you're going to want to do is you're going to get out a 9 by 13 pan, and you're going to want to go ahead and grease it. So I will see you after the time is up. All right, folks, so our meat is done cooking, and I've got the grease pan, and I've got one tortilla shell in here. So what you just want to do, you can see here, I've taken it, and you just want to place it in there. You just want to press it against the side. Now, if you got parts like this that are kind of bunching up, just kind of push it in like a fold, and that'll be sufficient. And if you have a gap here, just take another tortilla shell and just kind of set it in the middle and press it along the side. So now we're going to start layering it. And what we're going to do first is you want to take your meat, and you just want to take about half of the meat and layer it on the bottom here. Alright, so now that we've got the first layer of meat down, just go ahead and pour your about half the veggies on top and just kind of spread it out like the meat and just press it down. There we go. Okay. So now comes the part where we're going to put either the Tostitos or the Doritos on top of this. If you're just doing Tostitos, or if you just want to do corn tortillas, you certainly can. Just like like a lasagna noodle, just put them down. And I'm actually going to do just about a broken piece right here, kind of in the middle. If you're going to do Doritos, I'm going to do a half and half, and you can certainly do that if you want to. And you can do the Doritos either two ways. You can either smash them up, or if you just want to open up the bag and just kind of dump them and just kind of spread them out as well, you certainly can do that as well. Now, I have these small bags, so I'm probably just going to need at least two little ones for this. You probably actually get a third small bag in here if you want. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and put your next layer of meat and then veggies on top of that, and then we will get to the last part before we put it in the oven. Alright, so this next part is optional. So I put the meat and the veggies down, and I put another layer of Tostitos. Now you certainly can do this, you certainly don't have to. I just like doing it this way. So what we're doing now is just fold over the sides and just kind of push down flour tortilla into the pan. What we're just going to do is we're just going to take another one and kind of get part of it down in there. And let's kind of push that in at the end. And do that for the other one. Kind of fold it over the side. Push it down a little bit. Try to fold it on in there if it wants to cooperate. There we go. And then just push in the side there. Alright. So now that we've got our top here, you're going to go ahead and take your cheese, and you're just going to want to sprinkle it on top. Alright folks, so you can see I've got the cheese on top. Now you don't want to put it all the way around, you just want to kind of put it more in the middle and just leave a little, probably about a half inch to an inch on the edges there. So we're going to preheat our oven to 400 degrees, and we're going to cook this with aluminum foil on top of it for about 20 to 30 minutes. So I will see you as soon as it's done. Alright folks, so you can see our lasagna is done and we've got a very nice cheese melt right on top of it. And this is a very tasty dish and you are very much going to enjoy all the flavors going on in here. So if you like making this recipe, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I want to thank you for continuing to watch with me, and adios, and I will see you next week.